maternity leave, for fathers to play a greater part in the birth of their children. I believe that leads to a strengthening of the family. When you have strong families, you create strong communities. We believe that a government that is not going to pay lip service, but actually encourage the advice and consultation of the ministers of religion will be a government that is better equipped to do what is right for the country and to allocate resources where necessary to allow the institutions of faith to be a greater part of the shaping of our society. So to put it in a nutshell, I believe that a lot of what we have done, a lot of how we've gotten to this point has been a result of actions of the current government. I believe that the way to move away from that is we're getting a better government, but getting a government that cares about people, a government that's going to, as we committed, that would have spent the country's money and building its own healthcare facilities as opposed to selling it out and privatizing it, and done so at far less of a cost than what we're doing right now, where we had a government that had committed to ensuring that you had clinics, community clinics in every distinct settlement in our country, where you had a government that had committed to ensure that you had classrooms in our country that were never more than 18 to 20 students per teacher, where you had a government that had committed to ensure that we had proper preschool programs available to every child in our country. So not only do we have children that are not able to go to preschool now because they can't afford it, but those that are going to government primary schools aren't going because they can't afford to get the lunch. If you had a government that had caring policies to address those concerns, I believe that we, in our own small way, help with guiding our community back to looking at each other, where we understand that we are our brother's keepers, and we have no choice but to look out for our own, because if we don't, then we will promote the destruction of all of our societies if we don't understand that we have a personal responsibility to preserve that ourselves. So in a nutshell, the easiest way to return to a sense of strong community is to get a PDM government. Let me just also thank all of you, members of the press, and for members of the public that have sought to come and to listen in with this press conference.